Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He goes out of bounds on that return right at... Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. On the run, still looking. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46. And first down for this offense. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Harbor. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Getting some heat. The timing was just off with the freshman pass well behind him.
Now, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
He'll just keep slinging it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. Now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the right. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, wants to throw it. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. To throw, it's Daniels. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over. He lofts one down the sideline. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He'll pull it down. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. to throw on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Coming after him. Caught on the outside, it's Jacobs. They've already failed to convert on fourth down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here.
Kansas 7, South Carolina 0.
I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
They finally get him, RD. Goodness gracious. You can see the quarterback broke not one, 2 tackles. He scrambles outside the pocket. What do you have to do? Just keep chasing, right? Relentless effort. Finally.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And on third down, QBs just have to play a little bit faster. You're anticipating blitz. You know you're probably going to have to get rid of this football just a little bit sooner. I think the quarterback held on to it just a tad long, and that helped lead to the incomplete.
A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the running game. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Bennett. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. A first down run in the red zone. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On second down, wants to throw. He's got it on the run. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He's loose at the 15. Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
It's caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to power it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Well, they started with horrible field. Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5.
The returner is tackled down at the 17.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Might be looking to run. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Unleashes one. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Dropping back. They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Running back searching for a hole. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
He's going to pass on second down. Dances away from the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Skips away from pressure. He throws one to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They use the end around, first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. To the air, it's Orji. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide out in motion. The lone back's got it. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a good play when you're inside your own 10, running out, trying to get something pop.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He'll start this drive firing. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Wiggles free. Buying some time. He'll take another shot here. grabs it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 8, Kansas 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Lining up to add another.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Looking for room at the 40. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverine. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Back to pass, it's Orji. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Dialing up a second down pass play. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rifles it down the middle. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the pass, it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he lays out and he's got it down the left side.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Skinner. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also...
He's off to the races. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Thrust that arm out. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. A 3rd and long coming up here. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score Michigan.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Quarterback checking off. To the air on first down. He fires to the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime.
Michigan 19, Kansas 14.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Neal. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas! And that one will give them the lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Back to pass, it's Daniels. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
The turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Skinner. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw over the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant.
Touchdown, Rock Chalk! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown!